guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lillian, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to fix over bleached knots. Initially I wanted to film a video for you guys on how to bleach knots and how to pluck a wig, and I ended up over bleaching my knots, so obviously I couldn't use that footage anymore. So the next day I went to the hair shop and bought some hair dye, and we're going to fix these over bleached knots. So before we head into this video, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at Lillian's Egg Guy. And yeah, today we're talking with the hands. I can show my face, hi, but obviously it's about the wig, so let's focus on that. So this is what over bleached knots look like. Now I have to say it's not too bad, but I've seen worse, but it's still, as you can see, the hairline is just blonde. So yeah, we're going to fix that. I feel like it's worse on this side. As you can see, the hairline is like brownish blonde. It's because the bleach leaked through the lace because I applied way too much bleach. I haven't bleached the wig since like April or something, and we're in November now, so I should have maybe practiced first before trying to film it for you guys, but we learn and we move. So we are going to fix these over bleached knots. Okay, so what you're going to need is some hair dye. Now you can use any box dye. I would make sure it's permanent hair dye, so I use the one from Cream of Nature just because I'm familiar with this dye. You can also use the Dark and Lovely one or any other dye. And then you need a mixing bowl, and then you need something to apply the hair dye with. You want something with bristles, so like these applicators, a toothbrush, or even a spoolie if you want some really precise application. I think I'm gonna use the toothbrush just because it's a bit easier to use on the hairline. So when it comes to the dye, you really just want to follow the instructions. So I'm gonna make this hair dye. I'm actually going to make it in a mixing bowl just so that it's a little easier to dip the toothbrush in there. So I'm not using this bottle because the last thing I want to do is get the dye on the scalp or on the lace. So this is not the best thing to use. So I got the color Natural Black C11. You don't want to get jet black, especially because wigs are usually like the 1B hair color, which is like a natural black, because most people don't have jet black hair themselves, like naturally. So make sure you don't get jet black, but you get this natural black color. I think I could have even gotten a little bit lighter, like I think there's one shade below this that's like a bit more brownish black. Also, you want to make sure you use an old towel or something because I already spilled some hair dye and you don't want to mess up your furniture or anything like that. Okay, I switched angles because I feel like this is a bit of a better angle. I'm gonna start off with parting the hair. So I'm gonna do a middle part and then like the front. Just to show you guys, I parted the hair like this because I don't need to dye hair. I just want to dye the front. So I'm just gonna spray this a little bit just to tame the flyaways. So let's get started. I'm gonna start off with parting right here. There we go. So as you can see, inside here it's okay, but you can also tell that the knots have not been bleached that much. I'm just gonna dip my brush in here and then tap off the axis. I really don't want to apply too much because I don't want to dye my lace. And then we just apply it like so. I'm trying to get as close to the roots as possible, but as I said, you don't want to risk bleaching the knots, so just be very careful and take your time with this. One tip that I would maybe give is if you find it hard to kind of see where you've applied this, You can always use the ready-to-use hair dyes like Adore, or what else is there? The hair dyes where you see immediately it's black, or you know, the color of the hair dye. Because this hair dye is kind of, well, not transparent now, it's turning brown, but you can't really see where you've applied. So this process is kind of repetitive, so I'm just forwarding this part, but as you can see, I'm really taking my time with it because I don't want the hair dye to get on the lace. And I'm also not just applying it here on the roots, but I'm dragging it down a little bit just so that it's not a huge difference between the roots and the hair. Okay, so this is what the hairline is looking like right now. As you can see, it's looking good. This side has already developed more than this side because I started here. But the packaging says to let it sit for 20 minutes, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm going to rinse it out and show you guys the end result. Okay, so it's been 25 minutes. I left it a little bit longer because I was doing the dishes. And now I'm going to rinse it out. By the way, I applied the hair dye to all of the hair because I didn't want to waste the hair dye. So I just applied it, the rest of it, to the whole hair, and I thought it might be actually a good idea because it will make sure that I get an even color. I'm gonna use some olive oil shampoo. You can use any shampoo, to be honest. I just use this one because it's cheap and I love the smell. This is the final result. As you can see, we got rid of the orange hairline, so I'm happy with that. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you want to see any other videos of mine, let me know in the comments what you want to see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this helped you out if you had over bleached your knots. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.